So a lot of people don't believe white privilege exists. I think that's bullshit. I think being white definitely can convey some types of benefits in our society. After all, we have a majority of our society who is white. So since we are a tribal people, obviously being white can convey certain types of benefits. But unfortunately, the whole white privilege thing has been used to denigrate white people these days and make it automatically seem like their lives are easier than all other races. And this simply is not fucking true. Yes, being white can convey certain privileges, but there are lots of different types of privileges. And before you tell somebody else that their life is easier than yours, you must first check all of your own privileges. For example, tall privilege. Being tall is one of the most important things in our society right now. Did you know that in the US population, only 14.5% of men are over 6 feet tall? But among CEOs and Fortune 500 companies, this number is 58%. Even worse, only 3.9% of adult men are over 6'2", but among CEOs, 30% are 6'2" or taller. And this should come as absolutely no surprise. Every woman says it when she talks about her ideal man. She wants tall, dark, and handsome. Tall is usually the first thing on women's lips. Being tall, regardless of what race you are, gives you privilege like a motherfucker. So before all you giant motherfuckers out there start telling me about my white privilege, you better check the shit out of your tall privilege. And what about Jewish privilege? Jews are also by far the highest earners in the United States. Being a Jew gives you privilege like a motherfucker. It gives you rich privilege. Rich privilege is one of the best types of privileges you can fucking have. Rich privilege is way fucking better than white privilege. I would transform myself into a billionaire Mexican in a heartbeat. What about smart privilege? Some people are just born much smarter than others, regardless of what race they are. And being smart gives you a huge advantage in this society. It's a huge privilege to be smart. Being smart allows you to overcome lots of different types of privilege that other people might have over you. And then of course we come to the most beneficial type of privilege, hot privilege. Being good looking, regardless of what race you are, conveys more benefits to your life than any other thing you can possibly be. No matter what race you are, being hot conveys immense privileges to you. The other day I was reading an article about this guy who went on Tinder with a fake profile of a hot guy and showed no matter how much of a creep he acted, the vast majority of the women did not find him creepy. No, creepiness is something for ugly guys. Hot people can pretty much get away with fucking anything. So there are all different types of privileges you can be born with. Just because somebody else might have white privilege does not mean that you aren't born with other privileges that could make your life even easier than theirs is. Being born a white man does not necessarily mean your life is more privileged than being born any other race. Does it help? Fuck yeah, it helps. But is it the end-all be-all? Fuck no, it's not. So before you automatically dismiss the accomplishments of others simply because of the color of their skin, don't forget to check your own privileges. Because there's nothing wrong with admitting the different privileges each of us might have, as long as you're honest with yourself that there are many different types and not just one. Logic.